you owned, and you felt nothing when you stole their identity to create a story about yourself.
He's dated black women before, like the woman he always showed up with on the red carpet thing. She was a fine model.
We are being paid for 12 months' work, and we are doing 13 months' work a year.
Beyond the hype, undefeated. Make good choices, listen to good advice, and you'll be the best you, living your best life. That's right. Nobody's perfect and second chances are rare, but I swear that you're worth it. You've been searching for the right time, right place. There's no better space than here and now. Turn me up and hear it loud. To stand out from the crowd, you gotta innovate. React with action now and change your inner space.
Have you ever been stuck in the rut in life's maze? In the days, reminiscing your days in such a waste. This world seems out of place, needs a better mind space. Check the mirror, see clearer, put a smile on your face. Some strive to be so different, people are so indifferent. They judging and they smile when they lie. They got you thinking, political and media and everything strange. Facts mixed with lies, watch the content change. Hello and welcome to the Culture Capital. I'm Chris Lord, and I'm joined by my co-host and producer, Undefeated. Our mission is to provide you with infotainment. That's informational entertainment that sparks a conversation. Now, if you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button so you can stay in the loop. Now, here's a word from our sponsor.
This episode of The Culture Capital is brought to you by FastCreditRestoration.com, #1 in the nation for personal finance restoration. Listen, your financial reputation is important. So no matter your situation, if you need help to repair your reputation with creditors, let the experts at FastCreditRestoration.com assist you today. Visit FastCreditRestoration.com or call 1-855-327-5847. You can also click the link in the description for more info.
Today we got a good one, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride as we vibe on social culture and go beyond the hype.
Do you guys remember when Brittany Murphy's dad said this in an interview?
Do you suspect somebody responsible for poisoning her? And who?
No, I don't suspect anyone. Actually, yeah, I do really, but I rather not speak about that. The question is, the fact is that she was poisoned, and she...
Now, we can all agree that the way Brittany Murphy passed away was very suspicious and weird. And the fact that her husband, Simon Monjack, passed away only 6 months later of the same thing, pneumonia. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but Brittany Murphy dated Ashton Kutcher for a little bit, and now these photos of them with Diddy and Kim Porter are going viral. And if you're not connecting the dots yet, honey, I need you to stick around a little longer for me, because Kim Porter passed away in 2018 of, guess what? Pneumonia. These two have been besties for quite some time now, so I just want to know, do they know what happened to their ex?
Yo, man, it's baby oil pneumonia. What's going on, man? Like, what's happening, man? I you know, that's conspiracy to this finest. You know what I'm saying? All three of them. Mm-hmm. Kim Porter, her what was her boyfriend?
Yeah, Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy.
There's a lot of others too.
There's a secret pneumonia going on?
I'll be silk. I'll be sure.
I'll be sure. What, he got pneumonia?
That was part of what he had. His system was basically shutting down, man. They said when they opened him up, man, it looked like a bomb went off inside of him.
Is he dead?
No, man.
Oh.
No.
How did they open him up? What
Surgery, bro.
Oh, what are you speaking on? Man, I'm out of the loop.
I get what you're saying. I get how you could
I thought they did the autopsy and stuff.
No.
Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What you think about that conspiracy?
A fruit never falls far from the tree, in my opinion. And where there's smoke, there's fire. Hey, listen, we can dance around it and act like it doesn't exist if we want to, but you talk to anybody in intelligence and spy operations, MI6, MI5, CIA, NIS, all those guys, KGB, when you're at that level, they are privy, to chemical warfare that we can't even fathom. People can brush against you in a party, and you're out. They can dust your card handle with a plethora of things, and there's so many ways, man, for people, unfortunately, to do, malicious things like that. And it's happened to quite a few people, man. But what I was saying with the tree not falling far from the fruit, not falling far from the tree, is that it all seems to be connected to Diddy's connected to a lot of craziness, bro.
That's the question that I'm posing.
Yeah.
Not to cut you, just like everything you just said was conspiracy, CIA, all of that.
No. That's not conspiracy. That's fact.
That's fact. I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe that. That's what I meant to say. But does Diddy have that type of access to get people?
Are you serious? He's been a federal informant for years.
Who, Diddy?
Yes.
A federal informant.
Look it up for yourself, man.
I will.
You should.
I should.
For years, man. For years. On record. See, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. This stuff is not, nobody's going to broadcast that. You're not going to be looking for that kind of information unless you're in that field.
Or unless you heard about it.
You heard about it. You know someone who knows someone. Or Diageo, allegedly, I don't want to, nobody coming for me, but Diageo unleashes the Kraken on you like they did.
Unleash the Kraken!
Right.
Yes.
And, when you're talking about money and power and access,
yeah,
the price of life becomes very small at that level. Even though we know life is priceless, but trust me, man, you can get got.
It has a cost.
You can get got, in a lot of ways, man.
Right.
Be careful out here in these streets, man. These young kids, got this whole spin the block mentality now. The way they've weaponized hip hop for a while now. It's just out of control now, though, man. But they destroyed it, man. In my opinion, in a lot of ways, they destroyed it. No shade at Atlanta, because they've contributed a lot. Shout out to Outkast and others.
Yeah.
But right after that era, though, ooh, boy, it took a turn for the.
This is a totally different animal right now.
Oh my God, man. You know who told us about all that? Boondocks. Remember Boondocks? You used to watch Boondocks?
Yes, back in the day, man.
Boondocks was prophetic, boy. Prophetic, no doubt.
All right, man. Going to the next. This was the next clip you got.
This makes Kamala Harris exceedingly dangerous. I don't quite think people understand what we are dealing with here. If you have a woman who has a grandparent or a great-grandparent who was tight with Bustamante, who was rounding up Rastafarians and cutting their dreads off and killing and torturing them, can just not have any guilt, even slight guilt about that, and just pull out a black card and just be like, yeah, I'm going to be the first black president, and talking about her heritage in Harlem. Like, someone who's capable of that just feels nothing in their soul, is not a person that you want to give more power to. If you have it within you to take the identity of black people who were washing your clothes, right, dealing with your plantation, which means they were descendants of the slaves that you owned, and you felt nothing when you stole their identity to create a story about yourself so that other black people would be enslaved by you in a different country, you are disturbed and dismissed as far as I'm concerned.
Wow.
How'd that work out for your girl this past, what was that, a week, 2 weeks ago, Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday? The whole policy and everything that she was trying to initiate, her whole campaign was just doomed when you look at it like that.
Did you feel that way from the beginning?
No, because she had the perception, she gave off the perception that she was down. And if you listen to stuff long enough and it's in your face long enough, then, you believe in her.
That's called brainwashing, sir.
But yes, it was brain rinsing.
Yes.
Scrubbing.
Rinsing and repeating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, it was so serious. And for a while, you hoped that, because it would be interesting. It would have been interesting to see a female president.
Yeah,
but
the right one, qualified female president.
The right one, and
not just because she's a female.
It just would have been interesting, but
interesting at the expense of who and what, homie?
The world, brother. We all would have felt it.
You saying that with a little too much joy, son.
No, listen, man.
What you talking about, man?
I'm trying to be jokey about it,
okay.
But basically, I got a friend
Yeah.
that said that, I think that it would not be a good idea to have a female president, because when a female president is feeling bad one day, she'll just don't take this. This is for entertainment purposes. She'll just press the button and we'll blow up.
That's a possibility.
And I was just like,
any gender, but yes, they're more
prone to emotional responses than men are.
A fact.
But
we love you, ladies.
We do love you. Don't forget, it's for,
be that as it may.
Entertainment. But I was just, when he said that, I was thinking, I was just like, that can't be true, because there's some women with ice cold in them. You know what I'm saying? That can handle the business.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton, I think Roadham would have definitely sent them to the road.
Boy, that's a rabbit hole. I don't know if you're ready to go down.
No, we're not ready for that.
I don't know if you're ready for that one, boy.
But I'm just saying, her laundry was out in the open. She didn't do like Harris.
A lot of it was, yeah. Some of it was.
Yeah. It was a good amount.
Yeah,
but
good amount.
I won't get into it because I can almost see.
Talk to Haiti about that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
he knows.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Kamala. My God, man. See, growing up in Jamaica, we have different races of Jamaican, like white Jamaican, Indian Jamaican, or the Maroons. You have your Chinese Jamaicans, and then your indigenous Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying, which are the Maroons and the African, quote unquote African Jamaicans or black Jamaicans.
Right.
You see things, man. I grew up around that, and I know what those Jamaicans act like. And it's a weird thing, man. It's the strangest thing to see when you're in the country, but it's real, man. The infighting amongst the subcultures in Jamaica. Right. The mere fact that she would race bait like that and come out like that and claim that set like that, and like she doubled down on it.
Yeah.
But real recognizes real. I saw through it. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people saw through it. You know what I mean? But more so than that, just
she was reaching big time. She was.
Where has she been for the last 4 years, son? Crickets? Okay.
That's all you hear is the sound of the crickets. All right. This is a conversation that can go on forever.
Yeah. So let's
she's not president.
That part.
Next. All right.
How you feel about the people that feel like Trump is racist?
So, he's dated black women before, like the woman he always showed up with on the red carpet thing. She was one fine model, right before his current wife. Yeah, let's see. I can remember one time I went on to a conference in New York, and some people I knew were there, and they said, hey, let's go check out some of the clubs. I said, okay. I hadn't been to a New York club, and damn. So we go. So there's this tall white guy coming in, and all the brothers hanging around with him. But he doesn't have a bodyguard. He just walks in on his own, and he sits down and, he's glad-handing and in the animated conversation with everybody. So who the hell is that? Oh, he's a billionaire we got around here. Dude's name is Trump. Trump Towers. Oh, yeah, that's the dude that owns it. Oh, he hanging with the homeboys.
That's the dude that owns it. He hanging out with the homeboys. Shout out to Judge Joe Brown.
That was a straight Southerner right there.
Yeah. Judge Joe Brown tell it like it T.I. is, homie.
Well, listen, man. Trump.
I love that dude, man. Yeah.
People don't know Trump been in the game in them streets. Trump has been in them streets.
She was telling me, Kamala, come on, time.
Kamala said, "I'm gonna be up in these streets."
No, she said, "I've been in them. Trust me, girl, I've been in these streets."
She ain't been nowhere in the streets. She's been
Wall Street.
Wall Street,
right?
The back street,
Main Street.
She ain't been in these streets. Trump has been in these streets
for real. That's for real.
And he got pictures to prove it.
Right, fact.
You don't just take pictures.
Big fact. I've seen it in person.
Yes, sir.
I met people in person that pulled out their wallet. Old school cats that got them worn out wallets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the frayed sides.
Bro, bro, pull out the wallet and show me pictures of him and Trump, just in random places. Like,
Yo, man,
you know what I mean?
It's documented in history and time, man.
is,
You know,
man.
Trump got pictures everywhere. He's been in the streets. He's been to Harlem. He knows exactly what's going on.
All over
with
the world, yeah.
He's more in tune than Kamala definitely was.
Big time. And look, man, I'm not coming out like I'm a super MAGA dude or whatever. I do believe in making America great again, because why wouldn't you want your country to be great?
Yeah.
You know, everybody else is prideful. You know, the Italians, the Asians, the Russians, you name it, man. They're all proud of their country. They take pride in their country. I mean, if you don't believe that, you watch a World Cup. Go watch soccer in England or in Spain or Portugal or Colombia.
You shall see.
You're gonna find out about repping your town, your country.
Right.
You know, so I don't know why people get all up in arms about that, but I do actually. It has a lot to do with some call them the. You know what? I don't want to seem biased, but I got to be real. You know what I mean?
Real.
The Democrats. You know, and you gotta watch it, man, because without getting super deep, a lot of people don't even know how the Democratic Party was founded. Right? So you know?
No, not off the top.
Okay. Let's drop this bomb. Let's drop this bomb. Matter of fact, what are the effects at? Is this the bomb? Oh, that's that. Do we have a bomb? I'm going to put a bomb in there. We're going to put a bomb in there. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, and I know a lot of you may have, your Democratic Party, the donkeys, what a mascot.
The donkey.
I would never want to be affiliated with a donkey, dog. Can you imagine if your high school mascot was a donkey? Was an ass?
It was a straight ass.
Okay, so the Democratic Party was founded by none other than those wonderful folks over at the Ku Klux Klan. I gotta drop a bomb on that.
Drop it, please.
I don't have it yet, but we will. Bro, there's so much. This country has so much occult history. We gonna. You know who Jordan Maxwell is?
No.
We're going to go into Jordan Maxwell. Shout out to Jordan Maxwell, man. And Mark Passio, too. They just go for the jugular. They go for the real. There's no filter with those cats. But just, you know, without getting into it too deep. Man, look, Trump is who he is. Greatest comeback in
human history.
Human history, right. Political history. I mean, the man got shot in the ear and jumped up immediately and was like, fight. You gotta be a little off, a tiny bit off.
Shot in the air.
Would you say shot in the air?
In the ear.
Oh, in the ear. Oh, yes.
Shot in his ear.
Yeah. Look, man, you could say whatever you want to about that dude.
Shot.
Just look at his wife. You seen his wife?
Yes, of course.
Okay. You think she's just there for the money? What you think?
She's there for something. I can't, I'm not in the Trump's house, but there's something going on there.
There's more to that dude than meets the eye, bro.
How old is he exactly?
Trump's got to be up in his close to 70, if not. You know what? That's funny. I should know that.
Yeah,
he's up. He's in that range. But shout out to Trump, man.
Shout out to Trump. Congratulations.
He need to have them belts like Tyson used to have. He used to have 2 on each arm and 1
undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right.
Dude is insane, man.
Here's a word from our sponsor.
We got to give another quick shout out to our sponsor, FastCreditRestoration.com.
Yeah.
Number 1, that's right, folks, number 1 in the nation for personal finance restoration. Look, whether you're trying to keep your credit in check or make big moves, Fast Credit Restoration has you covered with easy and reliable services. With over 20 years of experience in the field, trust me, they've got you covered. Don't let bad credit hold you back from living your best life. Check them out at fastcreditrestoration.com or call 1-855-327-5847 and let them help you unlock your full financial potential now. Let's get back to the show.
And black people are rarely black. I see mostly various shades of brown and tan, and in fact, some light-skinned black people are lighter than the darkest white people. Look how dark the people in India are. They're dark brown, but they're considered white. May I see the color chart, please? People of color is an awkward phrase that obscures meaning rather than enhancing it. What shall we call fat people? People of size? I also don't say African Americans. I find it cumbersome and confusing. Which part of Africa are we talking about? Egypt? Egypt is in Africa, but Egyptians aren't black. They're like the people in India. They're dark brown white people. But they're Africans. So why wouldn't an Egyptian citizen who becomes an Egyptian who becomes a U.S. citizen be called an African American? The same would apply to South Africa. Suppose a white racist from South Africa becomes an American citizen. Couldn't he call himself an African American? If for no other reason than just to bother black people.
George Carlin, man.
Great
Shout
George
out,
Carlin.
man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out, man.
Yeah.
He had a way of saying his skits and just getting to the point.
Yeah.
Just the way it is. It's something about his voice.
His delivery, his timing is
His
impeccable.
delivery, his voice is just so smooth and
Kept you on your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you, make you think.
Yes, that's what I like. His comedy was thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Kind of like the mission of our show, you know. It's infotainment, you know, that sparks conversation. That's the whole goal. You know, we entertain you a little bit and stuff, but we actually want you to
feed you info.
Give you good info, usable info, actionable info, like, you know,
Yes.
things you could use in your life, like right now.
When you get off the show, you get on your phone and you just go on your Google and you can go and look for this information.
Yeah.
And then expound upon it on your own.
Facts.
That's all we do here.
Facts. Study to show thyself approved.
Yes, sir.
Know thyself to thine own self be true, man. You know, knowledge of self and that's number one. You got to get that. Yeah, this dude was insanely aware, extremely perceptive, understood his surroundings. Like, he just had a grasp on reality that was super unique, man. And he didn't care what you thought about it, bro. He was gonna say he got a way about him. You said it.
Let's look at the year. How many months are there in a year? 12. Exactly. How many weeks are there in a year? 52. Good. However, 12 months, well, 12 times 4 is 48. And 52 minus 4 is 48. Doesn't take a genius to work out we've got 4 extra weeks. And what do 4 weeks make? A month. There are actually 13 months in a year. We are being paid for 12 months' work, and we are doing 13 months' work a year.
That's crazy. It's crazy just to think that that's the actuality of it when you think about it. There is 13 months. So what would we call that month? What would we call that? You know, there's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, December. What would we call it? What would be a name for that?
Well, it would be 13 months.
Throwember?
13 months in one day, which would make 365, if I'm not mistaken.
December, Throwember.
Wow.
That's the 13th month, brother.
Yeah.
Remember?
I think it would be 12. What it is 13, and then there's one day that would be to equal 365, because the 13 ones would equal 364. Don't quote me on this, but I believe that's what it is. And then the one day would be literally New Year's Day.
Right.
And that would start off the new cycle. But the cool thing is every single month would be 28 days. So your birthday would always be your birthday. Whatever day it was, it's going to be that day every year.
Every day.
You know how it shifts now because of the leap year and the Gregorian calendar. Look into the Gregorian calendar, people. That's a whole nother thing.
It's a whole different animal
savings
right there.
time and how that was invented because of, I believe that was World War II. It was 1 or 2, to save daylight, for battle, et cetera, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But yeah, you think that, people just randomly came up with these things and like, everybody follows it and is governed by it now. What you think about that?
Nah, that's actually, everything with the Gregorian calendar. That's how they said they used to look at the stars. Galileo, what's his name? Galileo.
And you think that has something to do with the Gregorian calendar?
Counting time backwards.
Counting time backwards
from a specific event.
We can go. We can go to
I've heard,
and talk about that. We could talk about the Mayan calendar. Like, there's a whole lot of
I think it's the Mayan calendar. What I'm getting at. What I heard from that.
I Ching. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a deep rabbit hole, homie.
Yeah, I said no.
Yeah.
My ears are not sticking up that long for this.
Yeah.
My tail is not out there.
Yeah,
like
it's not out there like that. Okay, you got to wade in the water a little bit, man.
We question everything.
We sure do. We sure do.
Cash or card? Credit card, of course. I'd pay with debit if I were you. No actual rich person would ever touch a credit card. Let me ask you, what do you think happens if someone steals my debit card and starts spending on it? You're going to lose whatever they spend? Exactly. But a credit card is legally much safer because by federal law, even if they go spend $100,000, the max I'm responsible for is $50. But aren't you paying a bunch of interest on everything you buy? No, as long as I make the payment on time and pay off the full amount each month, I'll never pay interest. I'll just rack up a bunch of airline miles or cash back. It's not like you'll ever get enough miles to actually go anywhere. The rewards they give you are just another trap. Actually, I flew first class here using only the points from my credit card. Some credit cards have really good rewards.
All right, I'm gonna let you go on that. I'll expound upon it because I don't think I've heard the point thing. Kind of threw me a little bit. I do a lot of driving.
Okay, I don't really fool with credit cards. Like I may have them, but I have a personal belief that I understand the game. And if you play that game correctly, there are some benefits to be had with the point system. I know lots of people, they travel the world with their points and stuff. It's a very slippery slope, though, with that. You have to really have certain things in order to play that game. So you're not like robbing Peter to pay Paul. So if you would. We got a friend who's really, the in-house credit expert. He's not available at the moment, but he can tell you how to run that game. But go ahead.
No, I said I had an account where I racked up a lot of points on it.
Okay.
And the thing about that points, it was actually for the whole year I was using the card, buying this, doing that, and the points was accumulating it. And then when I looked at it one day, and then I cashed out.
Me too. That's what I do.
And it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
It was money that came in right on time.
Yeah.
So if we go in there, then it has its uses.
It does. I'm not gonna knock it. I would say that if you're responsible, if you're fiscally responsible or a person that's responsible with money in layman terms, it can work to your benefit.
Right.
And again, that's really the long and short of it. If you're not fiscally responsible, you're just looking for a quick come up.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's gonna bite you. I stopped after. I remember when I was going to college, I got my first credit card, and oddly enough, it was an American Express. And boy, oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They want to see you.
Yeah, college and American Express don't go together. So I had to let that go. I think I gotta let her go.
TK,
I let that go for decades.
Yo, listen, man. Yeah. College, you said it right. College and American Express do not go together.
Some people it does, but at that time,
you got the family to back you. But if you don't,
yeah, dog, I had to let it go, and I'm back in a better place now. But I was like, no. No, I don't want to see a credit card. If I ain't got it, I ain't getting it. I'm not getting it, dog. And that's, old school, but I mean, it works. You know what I mean? If I got it, I'm getting it. If I don't, I don't. And I mean, but no, shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody playing the credit game and winning.
The credit game is good.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
We sponsored by one.
You know what I mean?
So we already know what it is.
Yeah.
That's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. If you've enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you can stay in the loop. Until next time, question everything and go beyond the hype.
Beyond the hype, undefeated. Make good choices, listen to good advice, and you'll be the best you, living your best life. That's right. Nobody's perfect and second chances are rare, but I swear that you're worth it. You've been searching for the right time, right place. There's no better space than here and now. Turn me up and hear it loud. To stand out from the crowd, you gotta innovate. React with action now and change your inner space.
Have you ever been stuck in the rut in life's maze? In the days, reminiscing your days is such a waste. This world seems out of place, needs a better mind space. Check the mirror, see clearer, put a smile on your face. So strive to be so different, people are so indifferent. They judging and they smile when they lie, they got you thinking. Political and media and everything strange. Facts mixed with lies, watch the content change. Cause making better choices is something that you deserve. The power in our voices make echoes that can't be heard. This life can be a circus, what you see on the surface is designed to deceive and distract you from your purpose. A better day's coming, a better day's coming. If you stand for something, then you won't stand for nothing. Why would you wanna fight for what you know when it's right? It's time to see the light, the culture beyond the hype. Come on.